I don't usually do this, but here we go. So if you haven't been living under a rock, you know that the Galaxy Note 3 was released on September 4 at the IFA event. Since then, there have been loads of videos posted with some rushed and incomplete information, and this leads to a bit of clutter and confusion. So this is just a quick video to give you all the key points that you want to know, just in one place. Let's go. Let's look at the specs first. For the screen, we've got a 5.7-inch 1080p panel. The CPU is a Snapdragon 800 clocked at 2.3 GHz, 32 to 64 GB of onboard storage, a 3200 mAh battery. On the back of the Note 3 we've got a 13 megapixel rear facing camera with 4K ultra high definition video recording. The weight comes in a respectable 168 grams with a thickness of 8.3mm. The body is actually smaller than the Galaxy Note 2 overall. So specifications wise it was exactly as predicted, minus the camera of course. What do you guys think about that? Moving on, let's talk about the build. The plastic back is gone. It's been replaced with something that Samsung are calling a textured back. It's basically a leather finish with stitching. Many will rejoice, many will cry. The screen is 0.2 inches bigger, but the body is actually smaller and narrower than the Galaxy Note 2. In a nutshell, the design is a rogue mix of the S4 with a bit of throwback flavour from the Galaxy S2. Personally, I think it's pretty alright and I'm not complaining, but I know there's some people out there that do not like the design already. Metal could have been nice, but I'm just glad Samsung listened at all. Let's discuss the software. Android 4.3 is available out of the box, no surprises there. The S Pen has now gotten smarter and has been revamped. There is now a dedicated S Pen menu that appears when you hold down the action button and hover the S Pen over the screen. It includes Action Memo, Scrapbooker, ScreenWrite, S Finder, and Pen Window. Most of those Samsung named phrases are simply revamped Note 2 features, and I'll cover them in the full review when I get my hands on the device. That being said, there are a couple of things that you should know about. The first innovation is Pen Window. It's a very convenient way of pulling up floating apps. You control the size of the window by drawing it, and then you can choose the floating app that you want. I think this is a convenient way of doing floating apps, and it really gives the user a bit more freedom and choice. In addition, if you want, you may minimize the app and it will still hover there for quick access whenever you need it. This is an idea borrowed from the Facebook chat head concept. It receives a nod of approval. The second thing that stands out is really simple, but it was lacking from previous devices. It's a bit of a dark horse. It is drag and drop. Only one step is required. All you need to do is select the drag and drop feature, and images and text become live, and you can just drag them from one window to another. I can see how many people would use this, including myself, mostly for text, but also for images while texting and browsing the web at the same time. Moving on, one huge surprise was the 4K Ultra HD video recording. We knew that the Snapdragon 800 could support it, but it's so good to see this kind of technology being utilised so quickly. To clarify, 4K Ultra HD is twice the size of 1080p with 4 times the pixels overall. Just name a dedicated point and shoot camera that has 4K video recording. The world is crazy, people. This is all very tasty and tantalising, so when is it coming to our dinner tables? September 25th is the golden date for the international release, and October is the release time for the USA. You may now leave this video if you're just after the Note 3, but here's some comparisons between some other phones. This footage is courtesy of Phone Arena, check them out in the description below. This is how the Note 3 looks against the Xperia Z Ultra. The Z Ultra is visibly huge, but is actually quite a bit thinner. In other news, on the same day, the Xperia Z1 Hanami was released. Of course, that's that Sony crazy phone with a 21 megapixel rear shooter. And not many things were different. The only real attraction was a slight kind of augmented reality. In very basic terms, you just point the camera at an object, and the phone will connect to third-party services, recognize the image, and give you information on it. For example, you may have a bottle of wine, and the phone will tell you what food goes with that wine, and where the nearest wineries are. The same thing goes for books and things like that. It will whip up Amazon and give you links where you can buy the item. This footage was courtesy of GSM Arena, so you can check them out in the description below once again. Anyway, as usual, thank you for watching and don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. If you want to see more videos of this style, to do with technology or music, hit that subscribe button and you will not be disappointed. Let me know your thoughts on the Galaxy Note 3. Cheers.